Shalom, giving all praises unto Yahweh, Bahasham, Yahweh Shai, Bahasham, Raha, Hodash. Honors be to the elect elders of the nation of Israel that teach with all truth and sincerity. Shalom to you, Akim, you hopeful elect, that puts their truth with all truth and sincerity on the highway and hedges. Shalom to sincere believers, and shalom to sincere Aquapt as well. Shalom, Brakatham, and Abal Babal. This is your brother Zakar Aban coming back with another video. A few things I had on, a few things I had in the spirit, and not too sure what's going to be the title, but it's a few things that I want to go through. So as you see on the screen, I got on the Merriam-Webster dictionary, I got the word carry out, and I'm gonna tie it all together. I don't want Ratazah why I put carry out. But anyways, it got carry out, and it goes into carrying out, to bring to a successful issue, complete, accomplish. All right, to bring to a successful issue, to complete, accomplish, to put into execution, to continue to end or stopping point. All right, and what's to bring to accomplish? Okay, what are we to do when you called into this ministry? To continue in this work. All right, endure to the end. Okay, and that's really our job. All right, it to what? Matter of fact, let's go to the book of Ecclesiastes, chapter 12 and verse 13. Let us hear the conclusion of the whole matter. Fear Yahweh and keep his commandments, for this is the whole duty of man, of an Israelite man. All right, from so coming from come from that righteous lineage, from Abraham to Isaac to Jacob, right, all the way down. Okay, from your different respective tribes, we are to do what? Keep the keep the commandments. All right, is to ultimately follow what Yahweh Shai has put before us. Okay, what he had given us. All right, and it's all about pleasing Yahweh Ba'ashem Al Shai. So ultimately, we are to do what? Carry out, to bring to a successful issue. Okay. Now, it's also, let's get to that word, religion. Okay. Now, that word religion, it says a personal set or institutionalized system of religious attitudes, beliefs, and practice. All right. It's attitudes, beliefs, and practice, the service and worship of Yahweh or the supernatural, commitment or devotion to religious faith or observance to state of religious. Okay, so let's get that word for practice. It's a religious attitude, beliefs, and practice. And that word for practice, that's why, and then it comes back to what? Carry out. It says, carry out, apply, practice what you preach. To do or perform often, customarily, or habitually, to be professionally engaged in. To perform or work at repeatedly so as to become proficient. Okay? And how do we practice? All right. Then the scripture says to study, to show thyself approved. All right. To meditate on these scriptures, so on, so on. And we're gonna grab that. I'm gonna grab it in just a second. Okay. But say practice what you preach. All right. So we're supposed to live. So we're supposed to live this, man. Okay. As I grabbed in the book of Ecclesiastes chapter 12, verse 13, it says to do what? Fear the Most High and keep his commandment, for just the whole duty of man. This is how we live. And it's ultimately to do what? To please Yahweh by Hashem Yahweh Shai. Okay. Matter of fact, let's grab that. In the book of Sirach, chapter 19. And I don't want Ratazah, this is God's will, this is edifying. Like I said, it's a few things I had in the spirit. Excuse me. Salakia. All right, this is the book of Sirach, chapter 19, and verse 18, and it reads, the fear of the outer one is the first step to be accepted of him. The fear of the Yahweh is the first step to be accepted of him, and wisdom obtained his love. And wisdom obtained his love. The knowledge of the commandments of the Yahweh, Hashem Yahushai, is the doctrine of life. Is the doctrine of life. All right. So how can you live adverse to the Most High if you are not doing what He says to do? Okay. If you're doing everything averse, then your religion is what? Vain. Meaning what? Matter of fact, let's grab it. All right, because we got some of the definition of the word religion on a Merriam dictionary, and it goes into what? To practice. But you're not, that practice means what? To carry out. But you're not doing anything that the Most High says. Let's go to the book of James, chapter 1. All right, because how can they say they carry out anything when they live in averse to Yahweh B'Shem Al-Shai? This is the book of James, chapter 1, and verse 26. And it reads, if any man among you seem to be religious and bridle not his tongue, but deceive his own heart, this man religion is vain, it's nothing. All right. You can't control. All right. You go off. Pure religion and undefiled before Yahweh and the Father is this, to visit the fatherless and widows in their affliction, and to keep himself unspotted from the world. All right. And this goes back to the law, statute, commandments. It says what? And to undefiled before Yahweh and the fatherless. Pure religion and undefiled before Yahweh and the Father is this, to visit the fatherless and widows in their affliction. All right. And this go back to what the laws, right? And to keep himself unspotted from the world, not being tangled with different philosophies of this world, man. Because of course we use the world but not abusing it. All right. I'm going to grab that real swift. But ultimately, we know, but we understand that this world is done, man. 1 Corinthians chapter 7, verse 31. And they that use this world as not abusing it. For example, you may go to, brothers work. Okay. Some brothers may be retired, but, but still you got to work, to pay the bills, so on. Right. For the fashion of this world, pass it away. So we don't put our stock in this present day world. Okay. Specifically, Babylon the Great. All right. AKA America. Because this place is that great whore. And they that use this world as not abusing it, for the fashion of this world, pass it away. All right. So the way things is ran now, all right, it's all gonna be swept. It's all gonna be what done away with, man. Okay. The way you live, the way you conduct yourself, the way people is running all over you, so on, all this is gonna be what? Burned down, destroyed. It's gonna be a new day. All right. And a lot of this wickedness is spearheaded by America, is what I was alluding to. All right. Now let's go back to the book of Sirach, chapter 19. It said, the knowledge of the commandments of the Yahweh is the doctrine of life. And they that do things that please him shall receive the fruit of the tree of immortality. Okay. So ultimately, you're going to receive what? A reward. And that reward going to what? Being in the kingdom, man. Being the first ones. All right. Not have to be, on a second go around. Okay. So that word for practice, matter of fact, let me see if I can grab it. I'm going to go back to the word religion. It says a personal set or institutionalized system of religious attitudes, beliefs, and practice. Okay. In practice. Skip down a little bit. It's a commitment or devotion to religious faith or observance. And once again, all this is what? Commended. Matter of fact, let's go to the book of Joshua. This is the book of Joshua, chapter 1, and we start at verse 7. All right, because it said what? Observance. We are to do what? Observe. We are to do what? To observe the law, statutes, and commandments, man. Joshua 1 and verse 7. Only be thou strong and very courageous, that thou mayest observe to do according to all the law which Moses, my servant, commanded thee. All right. The book of Moses is what? Genesis. Exodus, Leviticus, Numbers, Deuteronomy, right? My servant commanded thee, turn not from it to the right hand or to the left, that thou mayest prosper whithersoever thou goest. Okay, and that's one of the reasons why we fell. All right, because we didn't observe the law, statutes, commandments, the covenant. Let's grab to the book of Deuteronomy 28. I'm gonna come right back. See if I can find it real swift. Should be Salakia. Bear me 1 second. Let's get to the book of Deuteronomy 28. Matter of fact, let's go to Deuteronomy 8 and 6. Then I'm gonna get Deuteronomy 28 as well. All right, this is the book of Deuteronomy 8 and verse 6. And it reads, therefore thou shalt keep the commandments of the Yahweh thy power to walk in his ways and to fear him. All right, to walk in the ways of Yahweh where Yahweh shot. Let's get the book of Deuteronomy 28, and now let's try should be verse 58. Gone. It said Deuteronomy 28 verse 58, if thou wilt not observe to do all the words of this law. All right, because did it not say in the word for religion is a commitment or devotion to religious faith or observance. All right, and we already understand that the whole duty of man is to keep the commandments, right? According to the book of Ecclesiastes chapter 12 and verse 13. All right, an Israelite man. All right, so we are to do what? Observe. And if we don't observe, what happened? All those curses came upon the nation of Israel. Yasharallah. If thou wilt not observe to do all the words of this law that are written in this book, that thou mayest fear this glorious and fearful name, the Yahweh thy power. All right, if thou wilt not observe to do all the words of this law that are written in this book. Okay, and none of us, was able to keep it. That's why now, we have a grace period. All right, getting ourselves right, all the way right. Right, in this book, that thou mayest fear the glorious and fearful name, the Yahweh thy power. Okay, so we are to do what? To observe. Okay, meditate on these scriptures. Not saying that you can keep all 613 laws perfectly. All right, because right now that's impossible in these fleshly bodies. That's why these bodies have to be changed. All right. But you do what? Put forth an effort. You practice. It means what? To carry out. Joshua 1 and verse 8. This book of the law shall not depart out of thy mouth, but thou shalt meditate therein day and night, that thou mayest observe to do according to all that is written therein. All right, that thou mayest meditate therein day and night, that thou mayest observe to do according to all that is written therein. All right, so what? We still observe it. All right, we still, brothers still teach that that the law still apply. Not saying that you can keep all laws, perfectly, but scripture does say what? That, matter of fact, let's grab that if you don't teach, all right, then you'll be called least in the kingdom of heaven. Then I'm gonna finish this out. Bear me 1 second. This came to mind. Let's go to the book of this book of the law shall not depart out of thy mouth, but thou shalt meditate therein day and night, that thou mayest observe to do according to all that is written therein. For then thou shalt make thy way prosperous, and then thou shalt have good success. All right. So what? We observe. Matter of fact, let's grab that word for observe. Let's put everything in full circle. He said to observe, to conform one's action or practice to something such as a law, right, or condition comply with. It says It gives some perspective. Failed to observe the law and as a consequence had to pay a fine. Right? This is right on Merriam Dictionary, right? It says failed to observe the law and as a consequence had to pay a fine. All right, and we had to pay a hefty fine, right? In the book of Deuteronomy 28 and verse 58, it said that we failed to observe the law. Basically, all these curses came upon us, which it did. To expect or take note of, as in augury, omen, or presage. All right. It says to watch, to celebrate. Okay, I'm getting too much. To watch carefully, especially with attention or details or behavior for the purpose of arriving at a judgment. All right. Yeah, so, ultimately we have to do what? Observe, man. And let's read the book of Matthew, chapter 5, and verse 19. Salakia. Then we'll get ready. We'll go ahead and close it out. It's in red, so this is Yahushua speaking. Let's start at verse 17. Matthew 5, verse 17. Verse 19 is the point. Think not that I come to destroy the law or the prophets. I am not come to destroy, but to fulfill. What? To bring to a full. All right. For verily I say unto you, till heaven and earth pass, one jot or one tittle shall in no wise pass from the law to all be fulfilled. All right. Doesn't mean law can be done away with. It just means that it's going to reach its full. It's going to be all the way full. Right. Whosoever therefore shall break one of these least commandments. Matter of fact, let's grab that word for full. Or fulfill. All right, this is once again Merriam-Webster Dictionary. It say to put, salakya, to put into effect, execute. All right, to put into effect, execute. He fulfilled his pledge to cut taxes to meet the requirements of a business order. All right, say what? To meet the requirements of a business order. Okay. And then Yahushua said that what? He must be about his father's business in the book of Luke chapter 2. Right? Yahushua said they came not to do his own will, but the will of him that sent him. And who sent Yahushua? His father. Matter of fact, I'm going to grab those as well. All right, for edification's sake. Then it says to meet the requirements of a business order, all right, to measure up, to satisfy, to what? To measure up, to satisfy, to bring to an end, to measure up, to satisfy, all right? So that's ultimately what it's saying, to fill up, to measure up, to fulfill the purpose of Yahweh. For verily I say unto you, to heaven and earth pass, one jot or one tittle shall no wise pass from the law to all be fulfilled. All right, and we grab some definitions, to full up, to measure up. Whosoever therefore shall break one of these least commandments and shall teach men so, you teaching a man to not observe, to keep the law, statutes, commandments. All right, what's going to happen? He shall be called the least in the kingdom of heaven. Okay, but whosoever shall do and teach them, the same shall be called great in the kingdom of heaven. All right. So, these pork chop eating pastors that telling you that that it doesn't matter. All right. That the laws, it's just done. You out of your damn mind. That's why they're going to have their head down in the kingdom. Okay. Now let's go back to the word fulfill. It says what? To put into effect, execute. He fulfilled his pledge to cut taxes. It gives some definitions to meet the requirements of a business order. Okay, and once again, Yahushua says what? He must be about what his father's business. Luke chapter 2. And should be Luke chapter 2. Bear me 1 second. Yep, Luke chapter 2, verse 49. And it reads, and he said unto them, how is it that you sought me? Wish you not that I must be about my Father's business? All right. Because why? It says what? To meet the requirements of a business order. All right. So Yahweh Shai had to fulfill the had to meet the requirements that his Father had given him, man. Had to what? Measure up. Had to fulfill his lot. Let's read the book of John, chapter 6. All right, in verse 38, because everyone has a lot to fulfill. John 6 in verse 38. This in red, this Yahweh Shai speaking. It says what? For I came down from heaven not to do mine own will, but the will of him that sent me. Okay? Came to do what? The will of him that sent him, which was Yahweh. Okay? Yahweh Shai had to fulfill that lot that Yahweh had given him. All right? So, that's pretty much it. Like I said, it was a few things I had in the spirit. Adon Ratazah, it was somewhat edifying, Lord's will. So I'm going to end it there. I'm going to give all praises and glory unto Yahweh, Bahasham, Yahweh Shai, Bahasham, Raha, Hodash. Honors be to the elect elders of the nation of Israel that teach with all truth and sincerity. Shalom to you, Akim. You hope for elect that pushes truth with all truth and sincerity. Shalom to you, sincere believers. Shalom to sincere Akwat as well. Shalom, Brakatham, and Abab.